Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony Wall Street Traders, 12:51 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, October 1st, 2021. This is not financial advice. This is educational. Subscribe and bell to be notified of the videos as they come out. Click the thumbs up. Share the video. We're talking about Fetch, Fetch.AI. Intraday updates are on that Twitter link below. Let's talk about price action. This is what we love to talk about. If you're a trader or you like trading or you like playing around with the markets, you've hit the right place right here, right now, especially on a day like today where things are great. But, enough of the excitement because, we have to keep our eye on the ball, especially when it comes to Fetch. Fetch is an altcoin. It's not a huge market share. But that being said, there's it's a pretty inspirational technology. And I think over time, this thing will definitely appreciate. We've had an all-time high of about let me just go back a little ways, about $1.19, $1.25, roughly around there. We're at 77. We're not half of that, but slightly above half of that. Let's take a look at the price action on Fetch US dollar. We definitely respected this line of resistance at 67. Have since bounced and bounced back remarkably, I might add. Where is the bounce coming from? Well, you could look over to the right, and it's very plain to see. Looking over at Fetch US dollar, we know the Fetch US dollar is a combination of two inputs, and that's the only thing you have to look at. One is Fetch Bitcoin, the other is Bitcoin itself. When you multiply Fetch Bitcoin by Bitcoin US dollar, you get Fetch US dollar. That's how the math works. Anyway, let's move into where we are with Fetch US dollar. We're up around 7.5%. Fetch Bitcoin actually went down a little bit, and Bitcoin went up. So the one driving the Fetch US dollar train is Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin has been responsible for the big jump in Fetch per diem. That being said, by tomorrow and into the weekend, things might change. But right now, as I see it, Bitcoin's clearly in the driver's seat, driving all the cryptos up today dramatically. In the meantime, let's take a look over at Fetch Bitcoin. But before we leave the Fetch US dollar pair, just know that I think we're going to probably hit a little bit of resistance around 81 cents. Or we're probably going to go sideways from here for at least between today and tomorrow. Fetch Bitcoin, however, is a whole different story. This is looking really, really sweet in terms of an entry point. Like I said, if you believe Bitcoin is going to go up and you believe Fetch Bitcoin is going to go up, as I do just looking at this chart, if you have no positions and would like to get involved, I would say right around now is the time. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not advising you to do that. You all have different risk profiles, and I am not a certified financial advisor, but I do follow technicals and have done so for quite some time. So it's just my own humble advice. I think it's a good place here to get involved. Anyway, let's go looking over at Bitcoin US dollar. Bitcoin US dollar, I think we are on the cusp of a major rally. Right now, we've already had a pretty major rally between yesterday and today. If you look in the past, back in July, we went from down into the bowels of 29,000 and change all the way up to 42,000. Good for a third, 33% increase. Well, we went from 40 to 47, not exactly 33%, but still good enough. I think we have a little more wood to chop here, just like we've seen over here in the past. We've kind of hit that block of resistance. Came back down and then bounced our merry way up. And this is a logarithmic scale, so you can't appreciate, the depth of this. But anyway, point being that I think we're going to have a little bit of sideways here and then a major march up sometime, probably Sunday, if I had to pin the tail on the donkey. In the meantime, Bitcoin dominance is definitely showing us that there is a change in the meaning of the Bitcoin dominance price action, which means that as Bitcoin's been going up, we've been seeing the dominance going up. I think this indicates a major turn of events, particularly around the bullishness of the market. We were bearish for a little while, sideways to bearish, and we could see that when at that period of time, you could see when Bitcoin dominance went up, the crypto markets kind of went down. So it was a fear indicator for some time. Well, very recently, a couple of nights ago, we talked about this. It was odd that Bitcoin dominance was going up while Bitcoin was going up at the same time. So it kind of gave us that view a couple of days in advance that there was a change in the change in direction in terms of where we were headed. And certainly last night was very clear that we were right in our assumption that Bitcoin would start exploding. Now let's take a look back over here at the Bitcoin US dollar. Again, like a couple days from now, I think we're going to start our rally up again. Where could we go? Normally it's the amplitude of the block itself or the rectangle itself. So pretty much 40 to 48. 8,000 should be the uptick from the top side of this bad boy. Puts us around 54, 56,000. And I think it will happen over a very small period of time. This is smaller in amplitude, this block, compared to here, as well as in terms of width. So very clear to me that we're probably going to start racing for 54 to 56 soon. In the meantime, that's pretty much all I've got. Fetch.AI. Have a good weekend, everyone. Catch up tomorrow.